the rain.
I need my hands.
Let's go. Street pro, bottom line. Flow, canteen, hot take, J&O. Sports professor, you know.
Street professor back again, it's game time. A la playa, no playtime, it's play guy. Cause we ain't talking about practice like AI. Sports professor spit the best takes out like AI. Artfully intelligent, I can't write mine. Rhyme citing your girl's DMs like Messi after the goal time. That was a triple entendre, did you catch me rambling? Flipping some old miles, we the bottom line champion.
I need my hands.
Let's go. Street pro, bottom line. Flow, canteen, hot take, J&O. Sports professor, you know. Yo, Street Professor, I'm back, baby, like I never left. Bottom line, flow, canteen, hot take, Jake and O. Street! Stop.
Go hard, or go home. 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 Touchdown like the end zone. When the circle turn to my home, can't get me out of my zone. Go hard, or go home. Go hard, or go home. Yeah, these championship rings on my hands now. In my head I'm top 10, yeah, that's hands down. You a squad, now you're looking man down. Funny how foes turn to friends now. Drive a race car like a Atari now. Call filling up, I need product again. Treat the business like a playground, might slide on you. Don't me wrong, might slide on you. Do a backflip, cause I'm mad rich. I'm the definition of what that is. Go hard, or go home. 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 Touchdown like the end zone. When the circle turn to my home, can't get me out of my zone. Go hard, or go home. Go hard, or go home. I'm a warrior, I go back to back, then go back to back. If I top the top, then a double back, and I'm topping that. Yeah, I beat my own records. Yeah, I gotta get money fetish. Same team, I don't set trip. Never dull, this electric. Went and put the Ricks on my toes. Me and bro, that's the give and go. Stay 100, end zone. Keep them coming. I know. I won't flood my wrist, no, I'm not dumb like that. No. I just wanna give my mama 100 racks. Go hard, or go home. 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 Touchdown like the end zone. When the circle turn to my home, can't get me out of my zone. Go hard, or go home. Go hard, or go home.
What up? Crazy. Here we go. Welcome to the Bottom Line Sports.
Bottom
There's three of us today.
Bottom line sports.
Yeah, welcome to episode 129. I got my graphics back.
Let's go.
My sound effects back. Yeah. What's up? Yeah, here we go. Welcome to the Bottom Line Sports.
Zone.
Episode 129er. And there's a place they can find us. I was thinking, Omar, they can find us somewhere, but I'm trying to remember where exactly they can find us.
You know, I'm sure that would be Bottom Line Sports, my friend. The Bottom Line.
I'm glad you're here today, Omar. You can help me out with that. The Bottom Line Sports. Welcome to the Bottom Line Sports. Appreciate you. I think I fixed it. Are we on our page, sports page?
I don't see it, so I don't know if maybe I'm missing it, but I don't see it.
Okay.
Nah, we're not on our page.
We're not on our page.
Yeah, okay.
It says we are, so check it here in another minute or so. Anyway, supposedly fixed it. I'm gonna take some minutes to come on. Welcome to the Bottom Line Sports Show. Let me get this. I'm trying to finish up the last minute thing. Ticker going. Episode 129. Let me get Canteen's favorite background music. Yeah, welcome.
My favorite.
Welcome to the Bottom Line Sport. Yeah. All right, so here we go. So we're gonna have some topics today. I wanted to really quickly. Let me put this up.
I can't hear you.
Here. You can't hear me? I can hear you. Can you hear me, Omar?
I can hear you.
Yes.
Oh.
It's your Canteen.
I don't know
thing,
why.
I think.
Yeah, it's your problem, Canteen. Can you see the private chat?
Oh, I didn't. Hold on.
Put in the private
I
chat.
think Flo muted. I can't hear him.
Nah, I can hear him fine.
It's you. It's a you problem, Canteen. You get him?
Remove him and let him come back on. Maybe that'll help.
Okay. Let me see. Let me take him off. Can you hear me now, Canteen? Can you hear me? I can hear you, Canteen.
Yeah, we can't. I can't hear you.
I can hear you.
But I can't hear you at all.
I can.
Yeah.
Like we can't hear you, Flo.
Yes, I can.
I don't hear anybody.
Okay, you know what? We can't keep going back and forth like this. People are gonna.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
gonna
gonna
tell
get
him.
off and come back.
Oh, let me hop it up.
There he
All right,
goes.
so we had a little Ken having a little issues with his
We can hear him.
technologicals right now. I heard him fine. I don't know what we were talking about.
I know.
So, but anyway,
Yeah, I heard him fine. You heard him fine. You heard me. So it's a Canteen problem at this point.
hey, it is what it is. My Twitter won't go live. Huh? Is that? I'll check that out while you're talking. Then.
Yeah. Your Twitter won't go live. It says something about it has to be a premium account or something
Interesting.
in order to go live. That's what it says.
I didn't know that. Okay, well, that's fine. We'll just keep moving.
Okay. Keep it moving. All right, let's go. Welcome to the Bottom Line Sports. Let me go over there and share this. Can you bring him in? Are you on the app?
Yeah,
Can you bring him in?
Yep.
All right.
All right, can y'all hear now?
We can hear you all real good.
Yeah, I don't know what happened just then, man.
We could hear you. You just couldn't hear us.
Okay.
Yeah, we heard you the whole time.
Yeah, the whole time you were good, man. Where's Jake? Where's Jake? Is he asleep somewhere?
He's probably asleep. If we had to guess.
Probably asleep, right? Oh, man.
Which makes no sense because we're going on regular time today, so there's no reason that he should not.
Yeah, it's a regular time.
Regular show.
Yeah, let us know. Come on, man.
All right, well, let's keep it moving. Let's do this.
Let's keep it moving. Hold on. I was gonna do the whole.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to the Bottom Line Sports. Subscribe at all of your social media platforms at the Bottom Line Sports.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I was gonna show you real quick. I was gonna say, I usually most of the time I talk about how many followers we have. We gained 200 followers
Off that one post. That's so.
off this post here. 200 followers. We're up to 1.8. 1.8K, 1,800 followers on the Facebook group. Basically, in a week, we're getting 200. This post got almost 1 million post reach, 943K, 8.3K reactions, and then shared over 151 times. So this post, for some reason, got people's attention, went viral, for lack of a better word. But we have about. So we appreciate all the new people on the who's I mean, I don't know if you saw the new. It comes out every Monday, I believe. Omar, it comes out how many new people came on. It was a huge list of new people to.
I saw it and I was massively impressed because I did not realize how we got that many followers.
You're right.
In that,
it was that. I think a lot of it was that post because of the reach, because of the people reacting to it, people sharing it. It was crazy. It just went crazy for about 3 or 4 days.
Sometimes in life, Flo, there are proud moments, and you as a father, I'm sure know
Tony.
Proud moments, and so I feel like a proud father right now as you are mastering the social media, as your wise Yoda has taught you to do so well. And that's
thank you, wise sports professor. You're so humble, also taking credit for most of everything that goes well.
That's tremendous. I do not do that. Don't lie to people. Don't lie to the people.
Or you should do the cantina.
Come on, man.
Welcome to the show, man. Enough pleasantries. But yeah, that post was crazy, man. It just kept going. But anyway, yeah. So I appreciate everybody who's joined. Hopefully you're watching on the show here. Hang on real quick.
Jake Montoya, where are you, Jake?
Where are you, Jake Montoya?
All
right, so we're gonna talk a few topics here. We appreciate everybody joining. About 200 new members. And so real quick before you go, Omar, we're gonna let you go. But congratulations to Argentina, who won the Copa America over Colombia 1-0. Messi was hurt in that game, but still they bring home the chip. Omar, any thoughts on the Copa America?
Awesome tournament to be featured in. Obviously, the North American sites around the U.S., Mexico, and Canada. Right. Obviously, the U.S. had a horrible performance, but Argentina is led by the best player in the world, hands down.
Right.
And he has a good supporting cast around him. So when you have Messi, who did get injured with an ankle injury in the 16 minutes left, so that'd be like the 74th minute. But anyways,
right.
When you have the best player in the world, that's what happens. You can get things done, like win championships. And again, they have a good supporting cast. So I was more concerned with the way that the fans got into the stadium, and I don't
through tunnels and stuff.
They were bull rushing like the gates. They were climbing through like air vents. Like people, I know you might not be able to afford it. I know it may be sold out. But damn, there's some limit you got to have on what you're going to do. But apparently, it was
crazy. Yeah, pretty crazy stuff, man. Any thoughts on the Copa America? I know you're a big soccer fan, Canty.
I was just going to elaborate on what Omar's talking about, the way they destroyed Hard Rock Stadium. That's crazy.
Okay, good.
That's crazy, man. For them to like tunnel through vents and storm the gates, and then the way they just destroyed escalators, and like some of the fans were hanging out of the boxes and stuff like that. They were doing crazy stuff, man.
Football fans are crazy, man. Them soccer fans are
way more crazy. That was what I saw. I was like, man, there's no way, bro. No way.
Here we go. Here's next week. The phone. I don't have Messenger. Forgot password. Oh my god!
Man,
all these excuses
going on, right?
Hey,
didn't he? Right? You know what that sounds like to me, Omar?
Are you gonna put the crybaby sound on? That's fantastic.
That's Jake right now.
Man, Jake.
At least the good thing, he said he missed us. His bad, so not our bad. His bad.
And you know what? We did know he was working last week. He did tell us that, but why did he just say, "I need the next 2 weeks"? We could have just
He didn't say that part. He forgot to mention that part.
That's all good. We'll see you next time, brother. We love you.
Next time, I'm in the dark right now, but that's okay.
For sure, Jake.
The show must go on. The show must go on.
Must go on,
there
Jake.
We go.
I mean, hey, y'all handled it like OGs last week. I was proud of y'all.
Yeah. Hey, I don't mind as long as we know that we're going solo.
Yeah.
It's just when I plan on you with your mixed bag and Jake coming in with his crazy stuff.
Sir, I'm gonna need you to check the
it's
chat
not.
as much as you want me to check the chat, because I told you on Sunday that I could not go last week because I had a client.
I'm saying that was good. That was okay because I knew you weren't coming. I'm not blaming you. I'm saying it's times when something comes up, last minute. No. I'm just saying I'm okay as long as I know it's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? All right, so welcome to the show, man.
Hey, by the way, shout out to Spain, who beat England in the Euros. So just like we had our Copa America here, they had the Euros over there, their championship, and England beat Spain 2-1. Yep.
Okay.
Spain won the best team again, just like Argentina. But you know what the bigger thing about this is what is the fallout that's going to come from this? Because England now hasn't won a title in 15 years since their last title. They have now parted ways with their manager, Gareth Southgate, who could be the front runner for the USA job that's now opened after
wow.
Professor Hot Rumor right there. Take that.
Hot rumor. Ooh, hot nice. Thanks for the hot rumor, Omar.
I got to
hey, so
hot rumor. I got to come up with a better
hot rumor. Yeah, hot rumor may not be the right one.
It doesn't sound good. Yeah. Anyway, so what were you saying?
Maybe. Anyway, I was just gonna say before we get into it. I was just gonna say that. I forgot what I was gonna say now. Anyway.
I know.
All right, so let's just move on.
I know what you were going to say, and I know what Ken is probably thinking right now. Since I know Ken so well, and I know how much he loves his tennis, he is saluting Carlos Alcaraz for a second in a row Wimbledon title over Novak Djokovic. So I know that's what Ken T wanted to talk about.
Canteen and his tennis. You can't ever keep him down. Canteen always talking tennis and behind the scenes. You don't see it, but then behind the scenes.
You don't see it. You don't see it, but he is.
Talking about, when when Lindo used to be there, and Gordon Becker, all these guys. He talks about all these guys in the background. So now we're bringing up some tennis. Canteen, go ahead. Do your tennis thing, man.
Show the world.
Really close.
Do your tennis thing.
That's messed up, Flo. How you going to do that, man, like that?
Really?
I'm just messing with
you. First, Ken, he coerced you to become a Cowboys fan, and now he is telling tall tales about your love for tennis. And I don't think it's right.
I used to be a big tennis guy too, though.
Now if it doesn't have to do, if it's not Venus or Serena, I don't really get too intertwined in it. And Omar, you understand?
Why are you always tied to? You're very racial there when it comes to tennis and golf. Racial. You don't talk about golf until it's Tiger Woods.
No, Flo.
Okay. Maybe it's just me.
When we talked about golf, I was very sharp on the master, Scotty Scheffler and all those guys.
That's true.
Okay.
I
think of tennis, I think of Venus and Serena. I think of those women. No, everybody else is irrelevant, bro. Come on, man. Really?
Make it make sense. I'm just about to see what you can't see.
Hey, they're two of the greatest in the world.
You're supposed to come back with something. All right. Let's go. Let's move on here. I appreciate everybody watching the show. Go ahead and commenting. It's just mainly us. Tony Savant came in. Jake Montoya came in with a little comment about making excuses.
Hey, I sent Tony the link, man. Tony said he might pop in, man. I sent him the link.
Yeah. Okay. Send him the link. If he pops in, we're going to talk a little bit about Tony. I saw one of his posts. I wanted to see, kind of bring up one of his topics. But Omar, you always lead us off with a little MLB talk. This was All-Star Weekend. Give us the kind of the nitty-gritty on what happened All-Star Weekend. I know that the Ingrid Andress was drunk or something during an anthem or some weird thing. I was like, this was gonna I didn't get to see the whole MLB, but man, I heard about that. I didn't get to see it, but
she was drunk.
She was drunk.
Yes, she admitted she was drunk and that she's gonna seek. Yes, the country singer. She's a 4-time nominee, and she said she was drunk during the anthem.
I saw the performance. I just thought that's how she sung. I just thought
No, she apologized on Instagram, and she said she's going to seek treatment. Wow. I didn't even see that. I just saw it today earlier when I was looking around.
Here's her
Yeah.
word.
Yeah, she said
verbatim.
Yeah,
She
what's
Go
said,
ahead,
"I'm
Cam.
not gonna BS y'all, I was drunk last night." And she put it on Facebook, Instagram, X, Twitter, all that, on all platforms. She said, "I'm not gonna BS you all, I was literally drunk." She had a horrible rendition of the national anthem last night.
And she said she would seek treatment, though. She did say she would seek
get
treatment.
help.
So.
Yeah.
I have a few thoughts about this. First
Okay.
of all, as an entertainer who also
Drinks?
likes to have his fair share of alcohol. Yes, thank you, Flo, for.
And I can
calling me
attest
out.
to that, Omar.
Yeah.
I can attest that you like your fair share.
Can you let me talk without
Okay,
trying
sorry.
to out me as some alcoholic on the show? I don't even.
Well,
know
you
who
brought it up, Omar. You brought it up, so I thought.
Oh, you gonna dine a man out about it?
Right, man. Jesus,
No, I'm just saying.
like
I can attest to your
Anyway,
affinity for the drink,
so,
the drink of your choice.
As a person who also enjoys an alcoholic beverage or two on occasion,
Or two or three. Yeah, go ahead.
or four on occasion,
4 or 5. Okay.
can completely understand this, because many a times,
Right.
especially when I was performing and as an artist a lot more, and I was younger, there would be a lot of times I'd be up there and I would be under the influence when I was performing. And so it's not uncommon for artists to be under the influence while performing. The thing is, you've got to pick and choose your battles. If you're doing MLB All-Star Game on Fox in front of millions of people, that's different than just being drunk down the street in Dallas at the nightclub. So, I feel bad for her. I hope that she does get the help that she needs to get. Clearly, she just made a mistake. We all make mistakes. She deserves to be forgiven. Was the anthem horrible? Yeah, I thought it was pretty bad. I really just thought it was the way she sang in general. So I wasn't even upset because I didn't know about it. Am I upset now? No, not necessarily. I do get the reverence that should be provided to such a anthem of our country. While neither one of the guys are listening to me, they're both not paying attention. I'm just talking to myself.
No, I'm listening, man.
Okay. So, even though I understand that the reverence that song should be sung with, I am a person who is ardently and wholeheartedly against the national anthem in sports at all. We should not have the national anthem played before sports. It's stupid. Back when it came into effect during World War II, when it was used to bring patriotism, fine. These days, it doesn't do it, and it's unnecessary because it's not even shown on TV. So it really doesn't matter. It's there just to placate fans that are there or whatever, the leadership. Who cares? Get rid of the anthem in sports. We don't need it anyways.
Okay.
Oh, man.
I disagree, but okay, let's go. And guess who's here? Yes.
I'm not saying I don't love the anthem as a veteran.
No,
we are all
good.
veterans.
I got
I understand that the anthem is a reverent song. At the same time, it doesn't need to be played before sporting events. There's just not a reason for that.
If they want the smoke, then yes, no jokes, boy, it's up.
That's what that means. Tony the Savant is here.
Back to back, highlight plays on my moves is tough. Watch them all die out. I've been killing with my love.
What's up, Tony?
What up, bro? What up? What's up?
Music.
Oh, are you going Are you going Sans camera because of the kiddos behind you?
You got kiddos there or something?
Yeah, I got the kiddos. Sorry, fellas.
Okay. That's cool. Okay, that's good. Just speak up. So we can hear you.
Okay. You hear me?
What's up, Tony?
What's good, Flo? What's good, fellas?
What'd you think about that?
What up, bro? What's happening?
What'd you think about that singer being drunk during the anthem? The MLB.
Yeah, well, I didn't see it until recently. But man, that was pretty crazy. It goes on a list of a long list of horrible anthems. So.
Right. But at least you had an excuse. Some people don't have an excuse.
That's a great question to pose, though. Go ahead.
Yeah, maybe next week we'll pose that. Worst national anthems in American history.
Oh yeah, that was
best national anthem. Who's the best ever?
Okay, best and worst. Let's do that next week.
Whitney Houston, bro. Whitney Houston.
It's by far Whitney Houston.
Whitney Houston's probably the best.
Whitney Houston, man.
In the Super Bowl, right? The Super Bowl one, right?
Yeah, in the Super Bowl where she won.
Yeah.
She wore the American onesie and just like.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was probably the best. I think we all agree that.
See the goat, bro. The goat.
Yeah.
Real.
Yeah. And no, she had a tendency to. She liked to drink like Omar. Have a 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. Or 6.
I mean, wow! Why are you out here just like disrespecting people? She's dead, man.
Flo.
No, I'm just saying she liked to drink too. Okay.
How you know Whitney used to like to drink, Flo? How? You know that?
Right,
I saw the docu-series.
Here we go.
So you'll probably say the same thing about me. I like to drink. Go ahead and say it.
Yeah, can't watch out.
But not you don't drink like Omar can. I can't say that about you because you don't drink like Omar. Omar likes to have his cake and eat it too.
Hold on, Flo.
Wait a second.
It don't matter. That's your thing, man.
I'm not even gonna pretend to call out Can right now because I'm not gonna do what you're doing to me. But I don't drink.
But you want to, bro,
man. Like once a week. But yeah, when I do drink, when I do go out, because it's not very often, I like to tie one on.
Same here.
Okay, see, there you go. You got to tie one on.
Yeah, but I don't drink
Let's
every
move on
day.
from the drink.
I
didn't say you drunk every day. I said you do like to drink. A few drinks.
I will say this: I'm not going to drink before I'm supposed to sing the national anthem in front of millions.
That's fine.
Yeah,
I agree.
Whenever I do
that's
drink.
true. Yeah, there you go. Or gonna perform somewhere, or do a show, or be at a sporting event.
This is a karaoke night at my favorite bar. Yeah, no drinking and singing at the same time.
Right. I mean, karaoke at a bar is different, right? That's totally different.
Yeah,
all right, so let's move on, Omar. What else about All-Star Weekend do we got to talk about?
Well, first of all, I must say,
I like you like to put that champion's hat right in the camera. I think you do
right in the camera, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like
Texas, and maybe this is a worldwide thing for the MLB All-Star Game. I don't know because I've never been before, but
right.
The Arlington, Fort Worth, Dallas area had a very, very horrible showing this weekend when it came to All-Star games. There was no people walking around in baseball jerseys. There weren't people out at the bars or the club. So it was a ghost town, so to say. And y'all need to step up your game. In Texas. I thought everything was bigger in Texas. Everything's for that.
Oh, but, wow.
Maybe not bigger. That being said, Paul Skeens is starting the All-Star game tonight. We want to see the rookie against Aaron Judge, against Juan Soto. And so we are going to get that here in just about a 30-minute wait. As well. Yeah, you're very late. Teoscar Hernandez
won the Derby.
Dodgers won the home run derby last night. So there you go.
Yep. Did y'all
watch the favorites didn't win, right? The favorites didn't win.
No. Well, you would have had your boy Bombay, or what do you call Bombi, Adolis Garcia.
Yeah.
And he lost in the first round to Teoscar Hernandez.
Yeah.
By one run.
Hernandez. Yeah, it was all good because he beat Alec Baum in the second round, 15-14 by 1, and then he beat the Royals' Bobby Witt in the final, 14-13. So another one.
Did you say Bambaleo?
I don't know. What do they call him? What's his nickname?
All right.
We just went Latin club night over here.
I don't know, man. Go ahead. Go ahead. You got anything for? You got some more stuff for us, Omar?
Nah, man. You was good, bro. He had already announced who. He'd already announced who had won the home run derby and everything, and then the game.
Right. The game was. When was the game? It was last night, right? Or tonight?
Tonight.
Tonight.
The All-Star game.
Yes.
Who do you like in the All-Star game? American or national?
I'm going to go with the American. I think that their lineup it has more mashers, and even though Texas is obviously the pitcher's park because of the spacious nature of it, I believe that that will give way to Soto and others getting doubles and triples, and I could see the let's go ahead and say 5-2 AL. No, maybe 7-3 AL. something like that.
7-2 AL. Wow. What about you, Ken? Who do you like?
Yeah, I'm gonna go American, bro. American. I'll say 9-5. 9-5. Close game. Not too bad. Not too bad.
9-5.
Yeah.
Working 9 to 5. What do you think there, Tony? What do you like?
I'm gonna be completely honest, fellas. I don't follow the entire league enough. I love the Rangers. I love my White Sox, so I just kind of tap in with the headlines with them. But I'm not familiar enough with the entire teams. But I'm just gonna go with the flow American and keep it there. I always trust sports professor and Ken's opinions.
Oh, okay. Trusting the sports professor. I would trust a sports professor when it comes to baseball. I don't know about Cam, but I would definitely trust.
Do you know how many predictions I beat you with every time I call? I usually
win, right? What are you talking about? Are you serious right now?
Bro, you know how many games I've called and won?
I can probably count on one hand.
Man, stop, Flo. And then Omar, Flo will change up at the last minute.
What are you talking about?
Bro, you was going for them. You was going for a certain team. Then midway through the game, you'll flip the script, bro.
I don't flip the script. Come on now, Ken. Why are you talking about flipping the script, man?
Like we don't remember who.
Are you serious right now,
bro?
I do not flip the script.
This year,
I have what Omar likes to call clubber caveats. So I do that. I have some caveats.
When football,
but I don't flip the script. I don't flip the script.
I'm writing score
blasphemy. Clever, I hope you're listening to this. Blasphemy, Clever.
Blasphemy. I'm saying that's what you like to call them on your show. Clubber caveats.
Hey, by the way,
that's all it is.
We do have to give a shout out to Travis Bonzana, who was drafted #1 in the Major League Baseball draft last night by the Cleveland Guardians. Why does he get a shout out? Why does Travis Bonzana get a shout out?
You tell me.
Because he is Australian, and he is the first Australian major leaguer to be drafted #1, I believe in the first round at all, but definitely #1.
Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. So first Australian?
Yep. He's first Australian.
Oh, we're going to pull your card, bro.
Wow. Okay. That's fair. So are we saying that baseball is getting international now?
I mean, I think it's been international for a while. I think it's been way more international for a while. I mean, it's been run by most of the Central and Caribbean countries.
Well, yeah. I mean, but like if you talk about Cuba and
and Dominican Republic and Puerto Rico.
Yeah, but that's more South America. But I'm talking about like overseas European.
Well, you got Ichiro, you got Shohei, you got the Asian market as well.
I mean, the Latinos.
And the fact that I listed Puerto Rico, the Dominican, and Mexico, and you just said all South American countries, I need you to work on your geography, my friend. Please.
Well, I wasn't necessarily saying that was a South American.
Oh, Flo, I got a bone to pick with you, Flo. I got a bone to pick with you.
You got a bone to pick with me, man.
Boy, hey. I don't want to say it. I want to end the show with this bone here because, man, I'm really about to.
Okay, let's leave it for the.
I got to crush you at the end though, because the way you talked about some of me and Omar's favorites, the way you disrespected some of the people that we tend to follow and like to listen to.
What are you talking about?
We'll wait. I gotta let the cat get it in.
Cat out the bag.
What he's talking about.
Omar knows exactly what I'm talking about.
What are you talking about?
You ain't no comeback from this.
What are you talking about?
And we can go back to previous episodes, the way you dogged a couple of people out, like the way you disrespected them and blackballed them. Oh,
blackball who? Who not blackball?
You want to talk about it now?
I don't know what you're talking about, Ken.
Oh, you want me to go and let the cat out of the bag or wait?
You want me to just remove you from the
I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be pretty hilarious. Yeah, take the show off the rails. Why not? It hasn't been on the rails.
Take it off the rails.
So what's up with your boy? What's up with your boy Undisputed? Let's talk about it.
Oh,
what about him? What about him?
No.
He ain't undisputed no more.
No.
He left the show.
And the way
he left the show.
Stephen A. out.
You dog Stephen A. out.
What
are you talking about?
You gotta bring up Westbrook. You gotta bring up
leaving
Chris
up the show.
You got to bring up Terrell Owens.
Whoa.
You got to bring up Chris Sherman.
You have
bring up Eric
completely hated
Bieniemy.
Stephen A. Smith.
Yeah, Skip.
No, I have. I hate him because he talks about the Cowboys.
Woody Page.
I don't talk about his basketball.
Come on, Flo.
I just say the way he dogs the Cowboys.
So
Even your dad says that. Even your dad says that, Omar. Your dad talks worse about him than I do.
And
Omar.
then, Flo,
Hey, Flo, you wanted to bring up Can and race earlier, right, with the Serena Venus thing? Why have you consistently taken Skip Bayless over Stephen A. Smith? I think we all know why.
Because I'm white or what? I thought I was Mexican.
No, and then Flo, your boy got the audacity.
You can't even say that because if Skip was Latino, maybe.
He got the audacity to ask Stephen A. Smith, can he join Operation on First Take? Really? We don't want you, Skip Bayless. We don't want you.
Actually, that was probably the best duo was Stephen A. and Skip together.
Yeah, but the fact that he couldn't replicate that success and his show got progressively worse and worse, and then after Sharp left, Stephen A. First Take is.
It didn't get progressively worse. It was challenging First Take.
Oh,
it was challenging First Take.
Never.
It got worse.
It got worse, bro.
No, I'm saying when Shannon was there, they were together.
You joking? Shannon brought out the show, bro.
But he picked both of those guys. To be fair, Skip Bayless picked both guys.
When Shannon was there before he went to First Take, they were averaging around 250,000 viewers, while First Take was around 500,000. Now, after Shannon Sharp left, First Take was up to like 750, while Undisputed went down to like 100, 150, which is exactly why all of this is happening right now.
Okay, but he picked those guys.
He also picked Keyshawn Johnson.
Sherman.
Well, I mean, you can't go. No one's batting 1,000 there, Tony.
No. That's for
who bat the 1,000.
I gotta say this though, Skip Bayless, he always seems to be in a position of failing, and then somebody comes and bails him out.
Rescues him.
I don't think that's true. That's not true.
Well,
that's not true because he
with Woody Page. That was failing.
No,
he was in the parking lot.
That wasn't failing. They got him to do another show because he actually was doing pretty well. That wasn't his show.
Yeah, but Skip and Woody Page got into a fist fight. That's why Woody left the show because he couldn't take Skip no more. Who can? And then also, he did tap Shannon Sharp.
I think those are just rumors. I don't think you have actual evidence of that.
Shannon Sharp wasn't really relevant before Undisputed. I'll give you that.
He wasn't. He got fired from CBS.
But he blew up. On Undisputed,
he got fired from CBS. Those are facts.
Just as popular, if not more.
But I think here. But look. Okay, to be fair, listen to me. There are dynamics, just like in football or in boxing. You know, when you have the right people fighting each other or playing each other, that makes the fight. That makes it. So styles make fights, and that's what was going on with him and Stephen A. and him and Shannon Sharp, and he hasn't found that guy again to do that. That's why I brought this guy over here, and I bring you on, and I had Canteen, and I brought Jake because it'd be a whole different show.
Yeah,
without those guys.
Respectfully, but it's also a line of disrespect because we're all a team too. You know what I mean? In boxing, it ain't no teams. In this thing, even in debate, we're supposed to have an understanding. We're gonna go at each other on cam and then off cam. Right. Let's go for a drink, or you my boy, let's go get a bite to eat. Skip doesn't have that. He can't separate.
Yeah, but I mean, he's a different kind of animal though. He's a different kind of guy.
Yeah,
he's all about sports. He's all about sports. I'm not all about sports.
He ain't better than
this is just a side gig. This is not even a side gig. I put some time into it, but I don't put that much time into it.
Hey, you got 200 more.
Lives and breathes. I mean, he even told his wife, but he told his wife that sports come before her. That's crazy. So I mean, he's just a different animal.
Yeah.
That's why he's so successful. That's why he's been as successful as he is.
Yeah, that's why he's been as successful.
That's exactly right. Sometimes things need to be prioritized.
Exactly, prioritize. Yeah,
I get us canceled,
I prioritize. But just because I mean, Skip's okay. I mean, I don't mind him sometimes, but I don't always agree with him. Same thing with Shannon Sharp.
I
don't mind him.
Flo, you can't.
What do you? But I'm not a hater.
Flo,
like
you said when Shannon
I don't even hate Shay.
You thought
the only thing I hate, and the only thing I hate,
you thought Sharp was a sellout. You did say that.
I didn't say he was a sellout.
No, you said something out of the way about him, man. I remember it, bro.
You don't remember it because you don't know what I said. I never said sellout. If you find those words, go bring them up. I never. I'm
gonna go find that show when you said it, bro.
Find the show. Go find it because I didn't say sellout. I just said he was scared. He was running. I was just
that's what you said. He was running, but what was he running from?
He was running away because he couldn't handle Skip.
You embarrassed me on national TV like that?
What are you talking? How did I embarrass you?
And then, Flo, you got to look at that's a black man. He a brother. Now, what if he had one and beat that man to sleep on national TV? Could have been a problem. Shannon Sharp took it the right way, man. He took it in a professional manner. He
took it the right way. No, he took it the right way.
Right.
So what do you? I mean, I'm not disagreeing with you. He took
All right,
it the right way.
Let's move on, man. I don't want to get hung up on that tonight. But I had to let it.
Can't get me, man. Come on, man. Can't get
that
me.
was great TV. Yes, he already got you, dude. The specific show, I can go back and find it because I know what it was. It was right.
I didn't say sellout though. He's just making up stuff, throwing stuff. See what sticks. He's just throwing stuff. See what sticks.
We did a whole segment where you buried First Take. You buried Stephen A. Smith.
Yeah.
I didn't bury him. I just said I didn't like Stephen A.'s takes.
I think you said something crazy. I remember, bro.
You know what? I should go.
Go find it. Go find it. Yeah, whatever. Go find it. All right, mixed bag professor. Let's get into the sports professor's mixed bag. Bag. Anyway, so what do you got, sports professor, for us in your mixed bag?
Sure, I think we've pretty much hit all the mixed bag topics.
Yeah,
okay.
All that stuff.
We talked the soccer, we talked the tennis, we got the baseball.
That was the professor's mixed bag.
The quickest mixed bag ever. Tiger Woods came out today and got into a back and forth with Colin Montgomery, a former pro, but not a former champion, and he called Tiger Woods out for being allowed these exemptions, because you get exemptions when you're a champion when you're 60. And so Tiger Woods shot back and said, well, at least I got these exemptions, meaning at least I am a champion that can continue to.
Oh, wow.
So got a little beef to watch there and look out for. But Tiger is feeling a little feisty lately as he's leading talks between LIV and PGA Tour right now.
Right. Okay. Hey, and maybe we need to do a segment for Can Hits the Fan, because that was kind of fun when he just attacked me. I don't know. What are you attacking me for?
Flo, that was not an attack, man.
Can Hits the Fan. Now it's time for Can Hits the Fan. Let me know when you want to do that again. I'll put it in the show, man.
Oh man! Oh, we're gonna do that week 1, NFL season week 1.
Yeah, we're gonna do it. Hey, let's do a little. I was gonna throw in a little NCAA football because now we have a 12-team playoff, and I know Omar loves to talk.
We got 49 days,
Omar.
49 days, man.
Omar loves this.
We've got over 7 weeks. Why are we talking football?
Hey man, everybody's going through the summer workout.
Come on.
You want me to talk about OTAs?
Tony,
you really want me to talk about OTAs? What do you want me to say?
Hold on, Omar.
We shouldn't have OTAs?
Omar, calm down.
My bad. Go ahead,
Tony, in the realm of sports, is football not king?
Oh yeah.
There you go. That's what I'm saying. Football king, baby.
You talking about soccer football?
No, football.
Football.
American football. When it comes to American sports,
I think football, soccer is the king. I think we got probably American.
I'm
king.
talking about in America where we live. Football is king. Anyway, okay. So anyway, we're talking about NCAA football. It's 12-team playoff now, and Omar, you can just fall asleep if you don't want to talk about this. But it is possible for, if you look at the scenarios, it's possible for Georgia, Alabama, or Texas, Georgia, or even Alabama, Texas, or it's possible for them to play each other 3 times in the same season. They play each other during the season. They could play in the conference championship. They could also play in the playoffs. Kind of crazy to think about that. See that 3 times, but also no more divisions for the Big Ten and the SEC. First place will play second place team. Ken, I know you're a big, college football guy. What do you got to say about this? All these scenarios and the playoffs and playing 3 times. That almost. I don't know if that would be good or bad for college football.
Hey, Flo, this takes me back to the show that me, you, Omar, and Jake, we did this show last December.
Right
before I went to that Dallas Cowboys game, and man, we talked the same thing. I wish as of last season that 12-team playoff would have went in effect, man. That would have eliminated a lot of issues. You had a Georgia Bulldog team that was undefeated 2 years straight that got beat, dropped to a 6. You had a Florida State team that went undefeated. I mean, you had an Alabama team that ended up winning the SEC championship, went on to the national championship. You had a Washington team that was subpar. They won or whatever. And then you had Michigan end up going too. So I love this whole thing about the 12-team thing, the 12-team playoff thing, because what it's going to do is I think you'll have at least one more home game or something like that to that effect. And then what happens is if you're the top seeded team in whatever conference, you'll get a bye. I believe.
Well, they take the conference. I think the 4 conference championships from the 4 big.
They'll get a bye.
Yeah, the top 4 will get a bye.
Yeah.
But also, I think they take the top 5 conference championships or more. I don't know if you know, but I know that was it the Big 12, Big 10, SEC, and I think the ACC.
But
yeah, I think
they
take those teams, those top teams. They may not be the top 4, but they'll take those top.
But then you got to think about the SEC's beefed up, man. You added Oklahoma, you added Texas. And then you got a team like Notre Dame. I think Notre Dame isn't even in a conference. I think Notre Dame does something completely different from everybody else. They were ACC.
I think they only do it for basketball and other sports.
They do basketball ACC, but football they do something completely different. Then you got
independent.
Big 12. They just added Colorado and some other powerhouses. So man, I'm actually excited for football season, especially college and NFL. But like I said, I think this will eliminate a lot of the confusion that happened last year. And if they should have kicked it off last year, man, because it was pathetic to see a team like Georgia, and that's my team, true enough, to go 2 seasons back to back and lose, and then you go to a bowl game and then Florida State don't even show up. And then, how do you appease a team that goes undefeated and then they end up getting sent to a Sugar Bowl or whatever? And then nobody comes to play, man. So I think this is a good way to eliminate a lot of the malarkey that's happened between the NCAA, and I'm excited for what's going to happen, man.
Okay. All right, Tony, what do you think? Teams playing 3 times in a season, is that good or bad for college football? Also, probably this is going to go all the way probably to the last week of January to finish the championship for the college championship. So
I think this is good. I think it'll make things a little bit more interesting. We see it in other sports. How often does a team get you in the regular season, and then you can get your revenge possibly in the postseason, and how much you're going to be at that point.
Right.
And I'm in lockstep with Ken, man. I think last year the whole it's been a mess these last few years, but the 4-team system is just not fair. It's too many college teams in the first place, so it's like you're going to have another, even after those 4 teams, you're going to have another 4 that should have been in the mix possibly. But I think with a 12-team system, I think it does give a little bit more of a chance, to have that revenge game. So, Alabama, how what OU got Texas last year, so I think you face them in the postseason. A Red River rivalry as well. You will definitely want your revenge sooner than next year. But the 14 thing was just a little bit of a mess. A lot of controversy involved. With 12, it should be a lot more fair.
Right.
The 13th team and you got a case, and tough luck. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. What do you think, Omar? Since you love to talk football this time of year, 1 versus 2 now for SEC and Big 10, and then the playoffs going in well into January.
Yeah. As long as if we're gonna talk football, I'm glad we're talking at least college football playoffs, because it's something new. It's something that we haven't seen. It's something, as the gentleman already said, was long needed for the past few years at least. So now we get it. Now there should be
showtime.
Right. You get your 12 teams in there. The best team is going to, conceivably come out of this format, right? So what's going to happen? Right. You're going to have your 4 highest ranked conference champions, right? Whether that SEC, Big 10, ACC, Big 12, no more of the Pac-12. So that's now going down to 4 conference champions. So it's going to be a 4. It's going to be a 4 times 2 probably plus 4, which means that the 4
highest ranked though, Omar. It doesn't have to be necessarily the champions though.
Well, the thing is,
the 4
highest ranked conference champions are going to be ranked in the top 4 and will receive a first round bye. Then they go by ranking after that.
Okay.
So that's how the rules are for that. Yep.
Okay.
So then, for instance, if the 5th conference champion wasn't ranked at 5, let's say they were ranked at 8, then they would seed in at 8. They wouldn't automatically get a bye or a spot in that top 4. The top 4 get a bye.
Right. Okay.
But I think it's good for football. I think it's going to show us who the best teams really are. Now we all know that the SEC, the ACC, they've accounted for most of the titles.
Big 12.
10, 20 years. But yeah, even the Big 10 last time there, I think it was like 2000. 12. It's been a few years as well, but it's going to be good. I like it. I think it's going to be good. I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, good, man. Appreciate you, Omar, putting in there.
Come on, Flo. What's your take, Flo?
Yeah. So, I like it. Here's the thing. Do we see this expanding? And what do you guys think? You can tell me, after I give you my take. But do you see this going past 12 teams? Maybe they expand to 14 since 12 worked good. Maybe they'll go to 14. Maybe they go to 16. I don't see it going past 16 if it happens, but I think 12 is a good number for college football. I don't think we should expand more than that. I think 12 is a solid number. Your top 4 get a bye, and then you have the other 8 teams, play each other. And then, because if you start getting to 14, 16, then you're starting to get into the Super Bowl, running into the Super Bowl. And I don't know, NFL is going to like that. But I just don't see it going past this. Maybe it will go to 14 at some point if this is very successful. I think it depends on how successful, how popular it is to have this kind of format. I know everybody's wanted at least. I think many people talked about an 8 or 10 team. So I think they went with 12 to kind of appease almost everybody. Because I think most people didn't ask for a 14-team playoffs. Most people were at 8 or 10 that made the argument for it. So I think the 12 is a good number for the playoffs. Playing 3 times, I don't know if that will happen. I think I know it's a possibility, and I mentioned it as a possibility, but I don't think that's going to happen. I just don't see that happening very often. I think it will happen from time to time, but I don't see teams playing 3 times. If you lose in the season, you may not make it to the championship. The chances of both those teams making it, but there are a lot of teams that could make it. We're talking about those 4 top teams or the top teams in the SEC, which you would consider Georgia, Alabama, Texas, Oklahoma now possibly, maybe even Florida State sometimes, occasionally. But you have those top, kind of 8 teams from the SEC plus Oklahoma, Texas. Any of those teams could make it in the championship game, I think. And I think that there's enough diversity there that you wouldn't see teams play 3 times, even though that's a possibility. I just don't see that happening. And then you think about it, it's not divisions anymore. I think 1 versus 2 is going to be a big change,
right?
Because you don't have the top South or East and West or whatever, because sometimes the top in the division isn't necessarily the number 2 seed or number 3 seed, right? Even now it's going to be whatever. If you're number 1 and 2 seeds, there's no more divisions. That's going to be pretty straightforward as far as playing each other for the conference championship. I think that's how the Big 12 did it. I think they're going to do it like that this year too, but that's how they were doing it, when they had to go down to 10 teams or 8 teams at one point. But I kind of like that format as well. It gets pretty clear cut. The number 1 SEC team versus number 2 SEC team, pretty clear cut. So you don't have any, they could have played them or they should have played them. I think it gets rid of some of your scenarios, about who should get in, who should get out and all that stuff. So but what do you think? Would you think they'll expand past this?
I think they'll run this a couple of years, man. Maybe 3-4 years and see what it test it out for 3-4 years and then move on from that. But as you know, Flo, I'm gonna say this. You already know who's going to the chip. Who's going to the chip, Brandon. That's no questions. Yeah, that's no questions.
Bulldogs.
Man, listen. Georgia, I'm telling you, Georgia, Texas. I'm telling you.
Okay.
Who's gonna beat us, bro? Who's gonna whoop us?
Who's gonna beat them, Tony? Tell them who's gonna beat them.
Nobody.
Texas.
Who's gonna beat Georgia?
Georgia. Yeah, it's hard. It's tough. I thought.
Who's your quarterback, Kenzie?
Whoa, boy, coming back for another year. Bang.
Who's your tight end now?
Bro, I don't know all that, man. Look. Carson Beck coming back. Why you got that? Who the tight end at Texas Tech? You be trying to pull my card about stuff like that, bro. We'll beat you. We'll beat Texas Tech. You know that.
You'll beat Texas Tech. Oh, okay. But I like my team. I root for my team no matter what. You start crying though when y'all lose 2 games.
Listen, are y'all gonna beat Colorado November? We're supposed to go to that Colorado game. Y'all might beat Colorado.
We might beat them. We should beat them this year. I think we should beat them. We should be a 10 win team this year.
What? How many games Colorado gonna win? I'm asking that before we move on. How many games? How many games with Prime and his Bucks?
How many games Colorado?
I mean, they gonna win the first.
I haven't seen their schedule just off the top of my head. I have to look at their schedule, see who they're playing. But I know they're playing some Big 12 teams. But I don't know who because they're not playing everybody. So, I would say probably 7, maybe 8, maybe on the high end. But I say probably they win 7 games. What do you think they're gonna win, Cam?
All right, they open up against North. They open up against North Dakota State.
Why are we talking Colorado?
Well, they beat North Dakota State. They'll beat North Dakota State.
Okay.
All right, then they got Nebraska. That's gonna be a rough game.
Maybe. Yeah.
Colorado State may be rough.
Yeah.
Baylor
last year.
Baylor be tough. They'll beat UFC, University of Central Florida.
Okay.
They'll probably beat Kansas State.
Maybe they're tough.
Arizona gonna play them tough. Cincinnati might play them tough too. Texas Tech, they might win 5 games out of this schedule, man. They got Oklahoma State, Kansas, Colorado, they got Utah, and they got Texas Tech. They got a pretty tough schedule.
Yeah, that's a 7. I give them 7. I'll give them. What do you think, Tony? Since we're talking about Colorado,
I give them 5.
Ooh, man,
you're at 5. I thought you was gonna
5.
give them national championship or something.
Man, I was just talking, man. You know, doggone well, man. Ain't no way, bro.
What do you think, Tony?
They got a new offensive line.
Right.
Warren Sapp's over there now.
Yeah.
Man, I like that 7 number. I ain't gonna lie, I like that 7. I think it all depends on the offensive.
Okay.
I think it depends on the offensive line now.
Right. Do you think Shedeur looks a lot better?
Yeah, I think Shedeur looked great. I think he looked good last year.
I mean, he'll look better this year than next year, than last year.
Yeah. I think he'll be a Heisman. He'll be in the Heisman race this year.
I mean, yeah. Right.
What?
And for a 5-win team, though, usually a 5-win team guy doesn't get in the Heisman race.
Well, Ken said 5. I'm gonna move on with that 7.
So at 7, you think he can get in that race?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. What do you think, Omar?
I think
Shedeur and what Colorado will do.
I think he's still in the race, even with a 5-win team. And
what?
I just think his stats are going to be really good. Their offense is going to be powerful. Even though their offensive line is suck, they can keep him upright like they weren't able to do last year. But their team is not going to be good overall. Too many transfers, too much in and out, too much newness, and needing to have a system, which is what he does now. I love Prime. One of my favorite players ever to watch. Obviously a Cowboy, so my dad loved him. You can't have a sustainable amount of success with the amount of yearly turnover he's had in his first 2 seasons. That being said, I can go no higher than 5 wins with that schedule that I just heard.
Yeah. I like that take, honestly. And Colorado just one of those teams, man. They just kind of like the 49ers to me, kind of like even your Celtics before this year. It's one of those teams you want to like, but
I mean, and what you caveating on is, Tony, like last year, man. I think me and Flo, I think we talked about it. They beat TCU, then they slipped past. I mean, they started out strong, and then they just tanked.
Yeah,
and like I said, I love.
Well, they got too much credit for TCU, I think, and I knew they weren't that good, but because of last year, they got a lot of credit for it. I knew they weren't that good.
They weren't that good.
And they lost a lot of people. They lost their starting quarterback. They lost a lot on offense. So I knew they were going to struggle.
And that's why I'm glad they're restructuring this whole playoff thing, man, because it's a crime that I think you said TCU was going to beat Georgia. And you said that too. I think you said that too, Flo.
That was the year before, though. That was when they had a good team.
When they played us?
Yeah, that's when they had a good team. They choked that game. They choked the game. They choked that game.
Who was the better team?
Georgia was a better team.
I told you. I even told you. Man, I'm going to tell you, Flo's on the phone about to cry. When we beat Ohio State, I told you that too.
What do you mean, the field goal that y'all
I told
when they missed? You was crying. You was crying to me. You were like, I don't know, Flo. I don't know. We're gonna win. Are we gonna win? And then he missed that field goal wide left or right. I can't even remember.
It was crazy.
You were like
right at midnight.
You look like Tom Brady when he won that Super Bowl and when Seattle got that interception at the end, screaming like a girl.
All right, what we got next, bro? I know Omar, you got to get up out of here, right?
All right, so here we go. Let's talk one more thing here. Okay. Right. So I wanted to mention a little NFL here. Let's see if I got it here. I don't know.
Yeah, you got to pull this up, Flo. We need honest opinions on this chart.
Honest opinions, okay.
Yeah, man.
Let me see here.
You a Green Bay fan, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh, Green Bay. Okay.
Green Bay fan?
Oh, yeah, Green Bay.
Yeah, I got my LLC to the Cowboys around here somewhere.
What?
Wow.
It's a little ownership.
That's crazy. Wow. Okay, man, so let's put this up. Let's bring this up real quick. This is probably our last topic anyway. See if I can bring it up here. Here it is. All right, so we'll share this. So the NFL execs, coaches, and scouts, voted on the top QBs going into the season. There you see Patrick Mahomes, and then Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Matthew Stafford, Justin Herbert, number 6. Looks like CJ Stroud, number 7. Aaron Rodgers, number 8. Jared Goff, number 9. And
our boy
Dak Prescott, number 10. And then you see also their ranking from last year. The top 3 didn't change. Lamar jumped up. Matthew Stafford jumped up. Justin Herbert stayed. He went one down. And of course, CJ was not ranked. Aaron Rodgers and Jared Goff wasn't ranked. And so this is NFL executive coaches and scouts. And then just to see I was going to see the other. I thought I had another.
I mean, the disrespect.
You think this is disrespectful?
Disrespect.
All right, so you go first.
At number 4 is just crazy disrespectful right now, especially behind Joe Burrow, who can't even stay healthy. At least Lamar Jackson has been able to stay healthy with a more dangerous playing style. And he's behind him when he just won the MVP and Josh Allen. Get out of here with that. That's wild to me. Okay, that's the first.
Let's look at this. So look at the QBRs though. That's your QBR.
Why is Matthew Stafford into the top 5? What has he done? His team hasn't been good since they won.
He was hurt though.
He ain't no. Okay, so why is he up there then? Why do we have injured quarterbacks who haven't proven anything the past couple of years? Why is CJ Stroud at number 7? Why is Jared Goff above Dak Prescott? Why is Justin Herbert not in your top 5? What is happening with this list right now? This is why a lot of NFL teams suck. Because these executives and scouts supposed to be the damn experts don't even know what they're doing.
Right.
Sports professor going off. What do you, Tony, need to add to that? Sports professor.
Well, this might be a little bit controversial, but I think respect.
So here's the Tony, real quick. So who doesn't belong on the list and who should be on the list? Kind of go that direction, and who's too high, maybe.
Shout out to Man Down real quick. Thank you for tuning in. That's
what up.
Tony, we know.
Man Down Sports.
Let me see. I think now, as much as I like Justin Herbert, he shouldn't be on this list.
Oh, you shouldn't be top 10.
Wow. Not top 10 at all.
Herbert got hurt last year. He got hurt, y'all. He got injured now. I respect that. He got injured.
He did get injured.
I'm not
still played.
Yeah, I'm not. See, when I say that, I'm not saying that he ain't good. I'm saying we're looking at the top 10. So I'm gonna say this, and it's gonna be controversial. Of course, I'm gonna throw my guy. I'm gonna put Jordan Love in there at 10.
Respect that.
I'm not mad at that being on the list. I'm not mad at this list. I just feel like you take Justin Herbert out and you put Brock Purdy in.
And then who do you take out to put in your guy? Jordan. You got to take somebody else out for that.
Josh Allen.
Jared Goff.
I take Aaron off, man. I'm not gonna lie. I take Aaron off.
Yeah.
Aaron off. Oh, okay, because he didn't even play. Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
Do you take Aaron off and put in your guy Jordan Love, and then you take Justin Herbert off and put in who?
So what I would do exactly, I like the first 5. Well, let's see. I'm gonna say this about Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson is the new Peyton Manning. He's the regular season guru, postseason absentee. So I like him, but I don't like him that high. I would probably have him at 5. I'm taking Justin Herbert out, and I would move Brock Purdy. Yeah, Jalen Hurts might need to be on this list, but I'm sketching. I'm not mad that Jalen Hurts ain't on this list, but I'm gonna say this.
Herbert out. Brock in.
I'm moving Dak up. I'm moving everybody up 1.
Okay.
I will put Purdy at 7, CJ at 6, Jared at 8, Dak at 9, and Jordan at 10.
Okay.
Because respectfully, Brock Purdy had an MVP season last year. I know that everybody want to run with that system stuff. He had to still fling the ball, man. So the kid showed that he can.
It's the system.
Yeah, he showed he could be competent, man. Like I think that's disrespectful. Competency should count for something.
Okay, that's fair.
I agree. I think.
What do you think, Ken?
Hold up, but I'm even more.
I'm gonna let Omar go ahead, then I'll
go ahead, Omar.
I just wanted to say I'm even more mad that I forgot Jalen Hurts. That's so disrespectful that Jalen Hurts is not on your top 10. That's thank you, man. Down. Thank you, Mel. That is so disrespectful.
Man, Jalen Hurts.
He had a horrible second half of the season, man.
So what I'm gonna caveat. I'm gonna jump on your side at this point in time.
Okay, go ahead, Ken. Give me your thoughts on this.
Anytime a quarterback gets a big payoff, they do not perform up to par. They do not exceed standards. And I caveat that by saying, for whatever reason, sometimes they get injured, sometimes, and they just don't have a great season the next season. They're not that good. When I look at this top 10, I'm gonna go Mahomes 1.
Right.
I will definitely Burrow at 2. Burrow had an injury that prevented him from doing whatever else. But if I had to rank my top 5, I'm gonna go Mahomes, Burrow, move Lamar Jackson up, move Josh Allen out the way. I would move
where you put him though? Out of the top 10?
Josh Allen might fall in 9. Josh Allen can't win big playoff games, man. He cannot win big playoff games. The Bills are a great team, but they haven't won a division. He does not make major moves when it's time to win.
Neither do Lamar Jackson though.
Neither does Lamar Jackson though. If you're gonna say that, Ken,
you can make that case for Lamar too. So
exactly, yeah.
And Lamar does worse because he actually has MVP caliber seasons, and then
he
disappears when it matters. So.
And it's a worse drop off. To be fair, that's true, Tony.
And then I will go Stafford at 4. Stafford gonna find a way to win in the playoffs. Okay. Stafford is not all lost.
What about the rest of the list?
Man.
Who you taking off of the list totally? Anybody?
Rodgers. I heard at the beginning of the year, Rodgers ain't proved nothing to nobody.
Okay.
Rodgers ain't proved nothing.
I mean, his career, he's only had a long career with 3 MVPs and a Super Bowl.
Probably put Stroud at 5, man. Probably put Stroud at 5.
At 5? Oh, wow.
Stroud had a shot. Flo, he had a hell of a year.
It's 1 year, though. It's 1 year, Ken.
I'm talking about, this is what I'm talking about right now.
I know,
but last season, right now.
Man,
okay, give me your top 5. Give me your 5, bro.
Wait, tell me who you kick off and who you add in, or are you just shuffling these people? Are you just shuffling these guys?
I probably would drop Rodgers, and I probably would move up Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts didn't have a horrible year, but Rodgers didn't prove anything to anybody. He got injured week 1, so he really didn't
drop off Aaron and put in Jalen, and then you move Josh Allen down to what, 5, 6? Where are you putting him?
I put Allen at 7, man.
Okay, and you move.
I mean, Allen. I mean, I think Omar picked the Bills. I think Omar, did you pick the Bills to do something spectacular in the playoffs? I remember, like, I don't forget much, but I think you said the Bills were going to have a great season and do something like that.
Wow, okay. Yeah, I said the Cowboys too. What'd y'all do? Nothing. Jeez Louise.
No,
neither did your Bills that you picked too. You picked the Bills too, Omar.
Spades, fellas.
I'm gonna start calling that the Omar football curse.
It's like the Madden.
Oh,
fine with me. Fine with me.
Okay,
both those teams, the Bills and the Cowboys. Don't pick my Cowboys next year, Omar. Don't do that.
I already know who my pick is.
Cowboys got a hard schedule, so you already know. We start out. We open up in Cleveland.
Yeah, that's not getting the Cowboys.
Then Baltimore.
Hold on, Ken. Let's not get into the Cowboys right now. We're trying to finish this. So I would say this is gonna be controversial. I put Patrick Mahomes 1. Man. Based on last year, going into this year, I put Brock Purdy 2. Brock Purdy too.
That's respectful, man. You just gotta acknowledge the kid had. And if we're gonna go with the CJ Stroud praise, you gotta give Brock Purdy his flowers.
Yeah, you gotta give Brock Purdy some praise. Maybe not 2, but I'm gonna put him on the list. But
yeah, that's crazy too.
Yeah, that's high. I know that's high.
Who's number 3? Not Josh Allen at 3.
I would leave these top 3 the way they are. Actually, even the top 4.
Gone, bro.
Because I punished Lamar a little bit for his playoff performance. Because look, Dak was number 9 last year, and they punished him because he was number 2 in MVP, and he's at number 10, behind Lamar, behind Lamar.
Flo, he the most important game of the season at the crib. He embarrassed y'all, man. Like Dak was
but to be fair, the defense let us down first. And then he just couldn't. He's not a come from behind guy. I've already said that. He's not a come from behind guy. He's not a guy that can sit in the pocket and throw it 40 times. And that's what he had to do.
Dak is definitely top 10. He's definitely
blaming Michael Parsons for that debacle.
Yeah, I blame him partially. Yeah, I blame the whole. I blame Dan Quinn for thinking about his next job before thinking about the game. He was thinking about the Falcons. That's what he was doing. He wasn't prepared. I blame the coach a little bit, but anyway, I would move Dak up probably to 9, maybe 8, and possibly take out Aaron because he didn't really play, and then the year before he didn't really have a good year with the Packers. That he kind of struggled, so I would have to take Aaron out of the top 10, probably 11. I would move CJ Stroud down to 10. I would take Jared Goff had a good year. I'd have to put. Maybe Jordan Love, CJ Stroud going 10, 9, and then probably put in Justin Herbert at 8. I don't really like him. He's overrated to me. Then I would put in probably Matt Stafford 7, put in Brock Purdy at 6. And then the rest looks pretty good. I guess who would I move up? I don't know who I put in 5 from.
What about Trevor Lawrence?
No Trevor
Lawrence. No.
History.
I think he's just as overrated as Justin Herbert.
I think that was a bust. They made a mistake paying him all that money.
He's not a bust, but he's not as good as people make him out to be. He's got the tools and the talent, but so did Ryan Leaf, and he didn't do very well. I mean, he
got paid for his Clemson performance. Like that's what this money was for.
And I don't really necessarily believe in CJ Stroud or Jordan Love with 1 year. I got to see him. I got to see more to really put him in the top 10. So I might.
We beat the number 1 seed in their house.
Just outside.
We beat the number 1 seed last year in their house. I can't allow y'all this Packers slander to continue.
Number 1 seed.
Nobody on our team is older than 26 years old.
Yeah, but I feel like they got hot at the right time. That's one of the teams that you get those teams that get hot.
Yeah,
a la the Giants beating the Patriots as a wild card. They get hot at the end of the season and play well.
Sure, but I think we can.
What did they do after that? Yeah, they didn't do after. They didn't even make.
But I'm sure we can all agree that the Packers and the Texans are both Super Bowl contenders at this point.
I see a sophomore slumps coming for both of those guys, even though it's not Jordan Love's second season. But it's a second season starting. I see a sophomore slump for those guys. I think they'll still make the playoffs, but I don't see him doing as well.
Your boy comment. Your boy 5. Your boy, man, Fitz, you crazy.
Ain't nothing in Detroit top 5, Fitz. I understand the recency bias.
Fitz don't know nothing about no sport, man. Fitz, man, he a New Orleans fan.
To me, I don't know. I feel about Jared Goff. He's got an expiration date. He did that with the Rams, and then he just started to struggle after they went to the Super Bowl. I think that was his peak year. That was his year. I mean, to be honest, they gave that game away to the Niners. They should have won that game against the Niners. And that was his year, his peak year. And then I think he's going to have a down year too. I think Jared Goff's going to regress a little. We'll see what Aaron Rodgers does. I don't know. Coming off an injury and his age, and he was already struggling in Green Bay. But I mean, the Packers weren't that good of a team, but he struggled as well. He couldn't carry them. So, man. Anyway, I would probably just kick off Jared Goff and Aaron Rodgers and move Dak up and maybe even kick off CJ or put him down at 10. I don't know. But I just see them having a sophomore slump. I don't know. Did he get paid? He didn't get paid, did he? CJ Stroud? No.
CJ on his rookie deal.
Okay,
no, yeah, he's still on his rookie deal.
Is Jordan on his rookie deal?
We about to get paid.
He's about to get paid.
If he gets paid, he's definitely having a down year. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Hey.
That's about 85% correct when you look at it, the history.
I got to give you that much, Flo. You are correct when you said quarterbacks, they get a big payday. They have a horrible year, man.
Yeah, they have a bad year, or they get injured, something.
Like Joe Burrow, bad year.
Yeah. Anyway, all right, guys. Appreciate you guys. Any final thoughts on the show or anything we talked about? Omar, any final thoughts?
I got a question. Where's Jake?
Okay, what?
I seen him comment earlier about some excuse he had, and then I heard the baby.
No
Lakers, no LeBron news tonight, Jake.
Oh yeah, I was gonna bring that up. So this is the final topic I was gonna bring. Thanks for reminding me, Tony. You can talk about the Lakers as a whole, but are we? You put a post up, Tony, that said, "Is Bronny already a bust?"
Mm-hmm.
Are we? Talk about that, and then you and Omar and Canteen, chime in what you think. Is Bronny already a bust? I know you kind of feel that way, Tony. Give us your take on that.
Let me get into my professor bag because I got some facts and figures for y'all. In 4 games, Bronny James is averaging 1 point less than he did in college, ladies and gentlemen. 3.8. Oh man, 3.8 points a game, 4 rebounds. He's shooting 21% from the field, 50% from the free throw line, 0% from the three. How are you a bust on a guaranteed contract and you ain't even started your NBA career yet? How are you a bust when your dad has been busting his tail in the NBA for 20 semi years and you've been surrounded by NBA talent since the day you came off the teat? I don't get it. I don't understand that this kid is a bust, man. And respectfully, I think the Lakers are the new Kardashians. We could call them the Los Angeles Kardashians. That's what we get this year.
Whoa.
So you're saying Bronny's a bust already?
I'm saying, yeah. I'm saying he's I said Bronny James could get some rotational minutes at a JUCO. That's about the only basketball he got in his career.
What do you think, Ken? Is Bronny already a bust?
Man, as I told you a couple weeks ago and last week, man, I think he's riding his father's coattail, man. And anybody that's in a prestigious position or that has done well, they would put their son in the same position. He needs to be developed a little more. Work on a skill set. He needs to focus his time and energy on becoming a better basketball player and leave all the other stuff else behind. I mean, he's riding his father's coattail.
Sorry, Ken. You see, he won the call. ESPN put this up as a highlight last night, y'all. He won the Call of Duty championship versus Grant Williams, and how they reported it is that Bronny James beat a former former Celtic. Like they were trying to just like some kind of.
Nah, man, and like I said, man, I think he'll just be a pawn on the chessboard for the Lakers, man. I don't think he'll be like a star, be spectacular, man. I think he'll just be a pawn on the chessboard, man. It's all strategy. They're strategizing what they're trying to do with him, but I don't think he'll be a star in nothing like that. But he needs to work on his skill sets.
So you're saying he's not a bust yet, but just bust potential?
He ain't there yet. I tell you what, after Halloween, when the season kick off, let me see what he does in an actual NBA game.
Okay, so he's not a bust, but he has bust potential.
Yeah, because Okay. Some league got an excuse. You got an excuse right now.
Real quick. I'm sorry to interrupt. Go ahead. Ken, let me ask you this, big. What has LeBron James Jr. done to make you feel like anything's going to change by the time the regular season? Because when the regular season come up, we got the Anthony Edwards getting ready for work. We got the Lucas getting ready for work. Yeah. He's not doing with these prospects.
So I'll say this. Tony makes a great point. When he competes against guys of that nature, that caliber, he don't stand a chance.
No.
He better he better tighten up his shot group now, Flo. He's shooting all over the target. Get a nice tight shot group right now. Yeah. That's what I got.
What do you got, Omar? Is Bronny already a bust?
I see both sides of the coin. I see what you mean by a bust. I also see what Clubber-D is getting at here when he says second round bust question mark. Like, can a second round pick even be a bust? Which is true.
Right.
But
right.
This is not just any regular second round pick. It's LeBron's
exactly. He's the only second round with a press conference. With a press conference.
Facts.
He had his own press conference with the head coach.
Yeah, Flo, you wrong, man. Flo, you wrong.
He did.
His little glasses on.
Flo, you wrong, man.
Just saying.
And you supposed to be a role model for people.
He's gonna.
I'm just saying. I'm trying to be honest, bro.
Flo going low. You take that F off.
And one thing about Flo, if Flo hits you below the belt, he don't care. Flo don't have no remorse. He don't care about nothing.
Not in sports. In sports is all fun and fair.
Oh, really?
It's all fair. Loving sports.
Flo, you don't spare nobody with sports or nothing. You always gonna get your point across, whether you wrong or right. You always gonna try to get your point across.
Because I'm always right. What are you talking about?
Man, and with a scripture too, man.
I'm almost always right.
All up with a good scripture for
the word of the Lord. The word of the Lord.
I'll give you some scripture too.
Hey, that one thing about Flo, he gonna come through with that word.
Yeah, I'll give you the word. I care more about that than sports, but anyway. But I'll give you some honesty, man. But yeah, what do you think, Omar? Did you say he wasn't a bust?
No, he will be because of the fact that he has all this immense pressure on him. And when you have immense pressure and you're LeBron's son, it doesn't matter where you're picked, or even if he wasn't picked, they're still going to call you a bust. Like they did for Michael Jordan's son, Jeffrey, when he didn't pay out. So, it's just going to happen. And
who averaged more points per game in college, by the way.
I mean, unfortunately for him, he's under an immense amount of pressure that his father put on him, and so now he's going to do with it.
So you think the pressure added to the bust potential?
Sure, of course. And he's not a pro, just like Jaylen Brown said. Jaylen Brown wasn't lying. He's saying what everybody else is thinking. Not a pro.
Well, to be
in the league.
That's fair. To be fair, Tony, just to kind of give the other side, the devil's advocate side, Tim Duncan, names like Steph Curry, Trae Young, several others, they didn't have great summer leagues and they ended up being great players. So just because you don't play well in the summer league doesn't mean you're a bust automatically. So I think I would go lean more to he has bust potential, and because of the pressure that's being put on him by his dad and all the attention that he's getting, I think he definitely has bust potential. But I there's a lot of guys who have not played well in the summer league, but then they go on and I think Karl Anthony Towns didn't have a good summer league. I mean, there's a lot of guys you can probably look back and think of who had bad summer leagues, but still played well in the NBA.
Hold up, Flo. But we all had something to work with. Tim Duncan at Wake Forest, Steph Curry at Davidson. They all
but they have bad summer leagues though.
It was summer league.
But you're the one that brought it up.
High school, he ain't do nothing in college. He ain't doing nothing in summer league.
Well, that's true. The college
got Instagram posts when he ain't doing nothing. How you not doing nothing in your Instagram post? So it's like,
oh my god.
You're not wrong.
You're not wrong about his college. I mean, but I'm saying that just because you don't play well in summer league.
Well, I'll even give him the benefit of the doubt in college, and I've said this, being a UCLA fan, I saw USC play a lot, and he was played out of position. I mean, he was doing a disservice anyways in college, but he's also just not a good shooter, and he's just not a great player. Like, we just gotta call a spade a spade.
That's fair.
Can I throw in this disclaimer though, gentlemen?
Go ahead, throw in a disclaimer.
I have a lot of faith in the younger James boy, Bryce James.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be better.
Yeah, he's looking good, and actually he has a lot more. Ronnie James has the mom's height. Like, he's small, but the second son, he already 6'6", and he's a sophomore or junior, so he still got a little growing to do. He's gonna probably take a little bit more.
Right. Yeah, I think so too. He has, just because of the height, I think that's a big deal. I mean, that does make a difference. And there is the champ showing off his hat, WNBA champ. What happened to Ken? Ken just jumped off.
Go get free.
But anyway, any final thoughts, Tony, the sports professor? Any final thoughts as we get out of here?
Look on this forum, big bro. I am always tuned in. 200 plus subs. Keep working.
Yeah, man. We got that one surprised me, man. We got almost 1 million post reach on that one, and give us about 200 new members. I appreciate everybody who's following. Any final thoughts, Omar?
Yes. First of all, subscribe at The Bottom Line Sports. Second of all, thank you to our boy Tony. From Legacy Over Money Sports, LOM Sports. You make sure you subscribe. Tap in with him on his YouTube. Tap in with him on Facebook. Tony D. Savant and all of his pages. I just want to make sure I did that because I didn't see you do it and I didn't want you to miss out, brother. That's all. Hey, thanks, big brother.
There you go. Tony the Savant. Subscribe to Tony the Savant. Canteen, any final thoughts?
Let's go.
Let's go. Hey, and by the way, just remember,
cowgirl.
the curse is over. I got the skull from Mexico, old Mexico.
That's gnarly.
The curse is over. It's broken.
So you got a Day of the Dead. Wait a second. So you got a Day of the Dead skull, and you think that that's going to bring you a Super Bowl victory over not putting Jimmy Johnson back in the Ring of Honor? No, get out of here.
Oh, that hat clean. Look, he got his running back back. Oh, got FLO on the cap. Okay.
Got FLO on the cap. And it's guess what? It's not even a cap. It's a gift box. But
snap!
Yeah, that's pretty tight, huh? Yeah.
Anyway, I heard from a good source in Dallas that the reason y'all don't be winning games is because your team be out on town partying too much.
That might be true, though. I'm not gonna lie. Of course, Michael Irvin used to do that. Remember back in the day?
That's true. They did win 3 championships.
He won 3 Super Bowls. So you just gotta learn how to do it right. Like you, Omar, you gotta learn when to party and when to. Hey, it's time to play.
Know when to hold them.
Know when to hold them. Hey, appreciate everybody. Bottom Line Sports. Thanks for joining in. Thanks for jumping in. Tony the Savant, Ball and Buds, go check them out. Omar the Sports Professor, Cam the Stat Man. I'm Flo, the man with the plan, Flo. Hey, we'll see you next time on Bottom Line Sports.
Peace out, y'all. Bottom Line Sports, subscribe. Tony the Savant, Ball and Buds. We love y'all. We out.
Take care. We'll see you in a minute. If y'all hang out, I'll see you on the back in a little bit.
All right, bro.